this is how I will be leaving my desk for the substitute. I think it keeps it nice and orderly. We did have a student get stung by a bee.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
No? You guys aren't ready?
Yeah.
No? What pet should I get? By Dr. Seuss?
Good morning, YouTube. So at this point of my training, my weekends are just dedicated to running. Like, I spend so much time running over the weekend that I don't really have a lot of time to do anything else. I run, I eat, I edit my classroom vlog, and that's been it. I haven't even been able to get a training vlog up in 2 weeks because it's just been so time consuming. But regardless, I did have a good weekend. Good news is this week is kind of a weird week, which normally I wouldn't say is good news, but I feel like I just need something to like break it up. And I feel like this week will definitely be that. Every day is gonna be a little bit different. I don't have a ton of lesson planning to do because we do have conferences on Friday. We have Read Across America Day on Thursday. We have a field trip on Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm out with a substitute, and then I lesson planned for today. So I'm gonna have to stay after school today to get sub plans done for tomorrow. But after that, that will basically be the only lesson planning I have to do for the whole week. Hallelujah. I'm gonna go ahead and get to school, and then I'll catch up with you all there.
Good morning, how may I help you?
Good morning. Can I get a medium iced latte with a thin mint flavor, please?
Medium iced latte with Henry?
Yes. That'll be it. Thank you. So I did end up going to Dunkin Donuts this morning, but don't judge me. Look, when you hear that Dunkin Donuts now has a thin mint flavor, you have to go get it. So this is an iced latte with a thin mint. It's very, very good. Although I'm sad because I really liked their winter white chocolate, which I don't think they have now because it was seasonal, but that's okay. This will be a good substitute for the next few weeks. It is now about 10 o'clock, so I took my students to art about 25 minutes ago, and I've just been busy like answering emails. I feel like as soon as I answer one, I get another one, and then I answer that and I get another one. I feel like it's been nonstop. But I did get a couple of things done. Number one, I printed out my slide that my students will need for tomorrow morning since I will not be here, and I have to write sub plans after school. I'm trying to get any little things done that I can. I also printed out my students' name tags for the field trip. They have to wear name tags, and it has like their group number and their table number for lunch. So I printed those out on cardstock, and then my TA is going to cut them apart, hole punch them, and tie yarn around them so they can wear like a necklace around themselves. But other than that, I haven't gotten a whole lot done, but that's all right. Like, I'm ready to go for today. It's just a matter of getting stuff ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna just go try to be as productive as I can, and then I'll catch up with you all after. It is way later. In fact, it's like 6:45. I had girls on the run after school until about 5:15, and then I was talking with my team teachers, and then I had to kind of figure out what I'm doing in my classes and then make all the copies that I need. So now I'm actually sitting down to physically write the sub plans, or not physically write them, but type them in. You guys know what I mean. Print these out, and then I will set all of this up on my desk, and then I will be ready to get out of here. Took me about 45 minutes just to get everything typed up, printed out, labeled, sorted, organized, stuff in page protectors, all that good stuff. So these are the actual sub plans. If you are interested in these, the template is in my TPT store. It is editable. You can use it in either Google Slides or in PowerPoint. I actually use mine right in Google Slides because it's super easy. And then I have everything labeled like in the order that they will need to use it. So first the math warm up. So I just printed it off, and then I have their lined paper. Then I have their math worksheets, their science packets, and then this is a lunch calendar that has to go home at the end of the day. And then over here is a stack of stuff for a math game, which will be for early finishers. So I'm gonna have the students actually get it from the substitute. That way I can make sure that all the materials hopefully get back in their place. But this is how I will be leaving my desk for the substitute. I think it keeps it nice and orderly and hopefully easy for them to follow. I'm also gonna put out a piece of chocolate for them to enjoy, and then I am getting out of here. It is like 7:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and go home. I need to eat dinner. Thankfully, I don't have anything to do for tomorrow now, but I want to start getting stuff ready for the field trip, which is on Wednesday, plus I need to start getting stuff ready for conferences. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do tonight, but I'm sure I will be busy, and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow morning before my PD. Good morning, YouTube. So I did not get a lot done last night, but I had some other things that Billy and I had to talk through and worry about. It's just kind of some personal stuff I don't really want to talk about right now. It's nothing with like him and I, it's just other stuff going on in our lives right now. It's a little bit stressful, but we ended up talking until like, I don't know, 8:30ish, and then basically I ate dinner, I had a couple emails to respond to, and then I went to bed. So did not really get a whole lot like done for the future, but that's all right. Today is a PD day, and I'm actually leaving a little bit later than usual. Typically I leave around 7:30 and I have to be at school by 8:05. Today I'm leaving around 7:45 because the PD does not start until 8:30, so I have a little bit of extra time. It's actually about the same distance from my townhouse as my school. It's actually really close to my school, and it's really close to a Chick-fil-A. So I think you all know what's gonna happen for breakfast this morning. I'm gonna go there, grab some breakfast, probably grab a coffee from there as well, because you know what? It's a PD day, and I know I got coffee yesterday, but I also know that I worked really hard last week and I had a really good observation, so I just think I deserve it. And then I will catch up with you guys later on, probably at like lunchtime. I'm not gonna have a lot of time to vlog today because I'm gonna be with my team teacher and we're gonna be at the professional development, but I will try to vlog when I can. Long time no vlog, so I'm all done with my PD. It's about 3:30, so it's a little bit of a shorter day than a typical school day, which is always very nice. As you saw, for lunch, my team teacher and I went to Chipotle. I just had a bowl. So today's PD was all about math, and specifically math for higher level learners. And I did get a lot of really good just like resources, websites, ideas, all that good stuff that I will be able to implement. I always like to think of things like this as a trip to Walmart, where you're gonna go and you're gonna pick out what you like, and you're not gonna get everything, because you can never take every single thing from a PD and implement it in your classroom. Like, it's just not possible. So you have to pick and choose the things that really work for you and your teaching style, and the things that you think will benefit your students the most, and then put those into practice. So I did get some good ideas and I'm excited to try them out. I am now actually at the gym. I need to go get my workout in, and then I'm gonna go home and I need to prep for our field trip for tomorrow. So I'll show you that like tonight, what all I'm packing and all that good stuff. But for now, I'm gonna go get my run done. So I'm looking at my cat. I'm like, what is on her eye? It's a piece of styrofoam. She's not bothered by it at all. There's my other cat. Good morning, YouTube. It is field trip day. I did not show you what is in my bag last night, but I promise once I get to school, I will show you this morning. I wasn't super strict with my packing for this one because in the past, field trips I've gone on have been like over 2 hours away just because of where I lived. Now, this field trip's like 20 minutes away, so it's just not as big of a deal. Plus, the place we're going, like they have a nurse station, so I just don't have to worry about as much stuff as I would for a field trip that I've had in the past. But I will make sure that I show you all everything that's in there. I have to get to school a little bit early. I'm leaving around 7:10 instead of about 7:30, 7:35 because I need to get to school. I need to send out a CDM agenda because I should have done that like earlier in the week and I forgot. I also need to respond to a parent email, and I just want to like go over everything with my team teacher and make sure I have everything because I'm paranoid. But first, I do think I'm gonna treat myself to coffee, which I know this is 3 days in a row, but I feel like on field trip days, you definitely deserve to treat yourself. So I think I'm gonna go get a coffee and then I'll catch up with you all at school.
Good morning, how may I help you?
Good morning, can I get a medium iced latte with the thin mint flavor, please?
Medium iced latte with 10 minutes.
Yes, that'll be it. Thank you. I have to say, I absolutely love when I come in after substitute and everything basically looks exactly the way I left it. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly clean this up and then grab some last minute stuff for the field trip, and then I'll show you all what I brought. I wanted to go ahead and show you what I keep in my field trip bag. First of all, these are name tags. This field trip's a little different than most. Usually I would not give my students name tags, but just by the nature of this field trip, our students have to have name tags with their group number and their table number for lunch and all that good stuff. So these are the ones for the chaperones. I still have to put those on yarn. But as for field trips, I take like my Under Armour book bag. This is always held up really, really well, and I can fit a lot in here, and there's a lot of different pockets to help keep me organized. I have a more in-depth video on my YouTube channel already that goes through what I pack for a field trip. I will link it for you guys down below. But really quickly, I have two outside pockets. This one over here right now has my phone and a chapstick. Typically, I would put a water bottle on this side, but since I'm taking my water jug, it does not fit in there, but that's okay. One thing I do like about this book bag, if you have something where you're gonna get wet or muddy, this bottom part right here is like a pocket where you can put muddy shoes or muddy clothes and it won't get into the rest of the stuff, but I won't need that for this field trip. So this front little pocket right here has bags of all sorts, because I've just learned over the years that it's always better to be prepared. So I have a trash bag, 2 grocery bags, and 2 like plastic sandwich baggies, just because you never know when you might need those. Next, I have a little bit bigger of a pocket, and this has a good assortment of stuff. I always carry a hairbrush because I have really long hair. It gets tangled easily. My keys are in here. I have some snacks for me. So I have a Cliff Bar, this Cliff Builders protein bar, and then some gluten-free pretzel sticks. Also in here is this bag, which actually this was given to me by my friend Jane, so it has my initials on it, and she actually will be at the place that we are going today, Arlington Echo. So inside of this bag I have some wet wipes, tissues, hand sanitizer, band-aids, and then I did bring Advil because I get really bad migraines, so just in case. I also brought my migraine stick. I got this off of Amazon. This helps really, really well. It helps make the area like cold, so I will link this for you down below. If you also suffer from migraines, I definitely suggest you check it out, but I like to have that on hand just in case. And one last thing in this pocket is this magnetic games. It has checkers and tic-tac-toe, and what I like is the lid comes off and the back of the lid has checkers and then the bottom one has tic-tac-toe, so I actually could have 2 different groups of students playing this at the same time. Even though our bus ride is short, I always just like to bring like extra things for the kids to do just in case. And then in this pocket, I do have a pair of scissors because I think those are always handy to have as well. And then final pocket, which actually this has a pocket inside of a pocket. This one right here has writing utensils. So I have a pencil, pen, Sharpie, and highlighter just in case. And then in here, I have this plastic case. Oop, the thing came off. I have this plastic case, which I got from Target originally, but I don't think they carry them anymore. You can find them on Amazon. I will link it for you. I really just like this because it's nice and thick and it can hold a lot. So this is where I put like permission slips, emergency forms, all that good stuff, so that I always have it with me. But like, I don't need those all the time on the field trip. I just like to have them, so I like to have them away in that case. That way they're protected. And then the papers that I need more frequently are on a clipboard. So this is my field trip checklist. I always use this just to help make sure that I have everything and that I make sure the students use the bathroom and take attendance and all that good stuff. This is part of my field trip forms pack on TPT, so I will link that for you guys in the description box. This also is where I will put my attendance sheet. That way it's easy for me to access. Long time no vlog. I am back from the field trip. It's currently about 6 o'clock. Field trip got back around 5:30, and then I did have to wait for a little bit for some of my students to get picked up, and then I had to go inside. We had to lock away meds and all that good stuff. But I'm now in my car about to head home. I actually had a phenomenal day. Usually field trips that I've gone on in the past are very kind of stressful and overwhelming, and you're like exhausted at the end of the day. This field trip, because it's something mandatory for all 4th graders in the county, and because we have parents who go as instructors and they're actually teaching the lessons, and then we have parents who go as chaperones, we actually do not have chaperone groups. Our job is to go around and take pictures, and then they put them all into a slideshow at the very end of the day that our students watch. So honestly, I had a super easy day. Like, I wasn't in charge of kids. I just got to walk around. I got to like actually watch them like experience it instead of worrying about like behavior and all that other good stuff. I got to just watch them and like enjoy it, and it was so much fun. The weather was beautiful. It got up to like 63 degrees, and it's right on the water. So like my team teacher and I I were sitting by the dock. Like, it was just beautiful, so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed like seeing my kids interact with it and seeing them have so much fun, and like it just makes me appreciate my kids so much. Like, I honestly love them to death. I just think that they are the coolest group of kids, and you know, on the bus ride there and the bus ride back, like playing little games with them, like I honestly just love them. And the different stations that they went to were awesome. So one of them, they were talking about compost and energy, and they actually made their own applesauce. So they peeled the apples, they sliced them up, they put them in a food processor, and then they had to ride on a bike to create the energy to blend them up and process them, and then they actually got to eat the applesauce at the end, which was so cool. And I showed you that sand table, which is amazing. And it actually was developed by a like STEM club in a high school around here, which I think is amazing. And it's like a topographic map projected onto the sand, so they're able to manipulate the sand and like change the map, and they're able to make water, and they could like put their hand over and go like this, and it would make it rain on that area. It was so cool. And they got to go down on the dock, they had like life jackets on, they got to go for plankton and look at that under a microscope. It just was so much fun. Like, honestly, thoroughly enjoyed it, loved every second. We did have a student get stung by a bee, and at first we didn't know if she was actually stung because she was like freaking out, but she was freaking out because she touched the bee. But then we saw the stinger was like on the back of her neck, so that was a little bit exciting, but she was okay, so it's all good. And then we did have a student who was like sick towards the end, and we had to just go into a room and like let him lay down. But overall, like, I think the kids had an amazing time. Weather was amazing. I'm not actually super tired. I did eat all of my snacks, and the lunch was really good. I forgot to mention that. So they provide lunch, and they serve it all family style. So they had like a big plate of chicken tenders at each table, and you could just take what you wanted. They had green beans and potatoes, and then they had a salad bar that you could go to, and then they had an area with like fruit that you could go up and eat. So that was actually amazing. I didn't have to pack a lunch. I had a great time. I'm in such a good mood now, but I am ready to get home and go see Billy. So I'm gonna let you guys go for the night, and then I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube. Today is March 1st, which means tomorrow is March 2nd, which is Read Across America Day. And before I even like get into what we are doing, let me just say that this is something mandated by my school. I know that there are different opinions when it comes to Dr. Seuss. There's a lot of things that have come to surface lately about old illustrations that he used to do and the connotations of them and all that. I'm fully aware this is not something that I have the choice, like that I'm choosing to do in my classroom. It's something that we do school-wide. I don't have a choice. So let me just put that out there. Anyway, so we are going to celebrate Read Across America Day today instead of tomorrow, because tomorrow the kids are off school and we have parent-teacher conferences. So today is going to be our Read Across America Day. We were told to wear white shirts and black pants because we have like bows and hats that we're going to wear school-wide. They were provided for us by the school. I actually have my own Dr. Seuss hat, but we were given one, so I'm just going to wear that one. I was going to draw like whiskers on my face, but then I remembered that I have basketball practice after school and I have to go to the gym to do my run, so I don't think that I'm gonna do the whiskers. But we are literally told today no instruction. Like, we are told to just do activities surrounding reading or Dr. Seuss or whatever. And 2 of our team teachers are on the field trip today, the same field trip that we went on yesterday. The ones who didn't go yesterday are going today. So I'm literally just going to have a very laid back day. I'm gonna have my homeroom kids all day. We're gonna be doing some Dr. Seuss related stuff and just like some reading stuff in general. And I'm gonna be working on F&P testing. I have 7 kids left to test, and I would love to get through them all today. Will that actually happen? Probably not, but I'm gonna do my best to get as many of them done as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to school, and then I'll catch up with you all there. So here's my Read Across America stuff. We were given this hat and this bow that the entire staff is going to wear. We have these stickers that we're going to give to our students. And then we each have a guest reader coming into our class. And I actually got Billy to be able to come in. So he's gonna come and read to my class after recess. And then we have a certificate to give to him. And I think my kids will be excited about that. They don't know yet that it's Billy, or as I call him to them, I say Mr. William. They don't know yet that he is coming. So I think it'll be a good surprise. I'm officially all ready to go for Read Across America Day. My hat's a little slumped over, but that's okay. So I have this and my bow tie, and then thankfully my lanyard kind of goes with it. White shirt, black pants, and boots. It is lunchtime. The morning has actually gone really well. My students have been great because I told them, like, look, I really need to get that testing done today, and they honestly have been really good at just staying quiet so that I can get it done. I have 2 students left, so I should have no problem getting them done this afternoon because we're gonna have an hour of like Chromebook time, and my students are gonna go on Seussville.com or whatever the Dr. Seuss website is. So that should alleviate like some time for me to be able to finish my testing. I'm so excited about that. I'm going to eat my lunch and then we're gonna have indoor recess because it is raining today. And then Billy is gonna come around 1:30 to read to my class. And then from 2 to 2:30, they're gonna fill out these little booklets. I don't know where my team teachers got it. They just shared it with me, but it's about the Lorax, which we watched before lunch. So they're gonna fill that out and then they're gonna make a poster about like pollution. And then we have Chromebooks and then that will be the end of the day. So overall, it's been a very like laid back day. I'm happy that I'm getting testing done. I'm going to just sit and enjoy my lunch and then I'll catch back up with you later, hopefully telling you that my testing's all done.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
No? You guys aren't ready?
Yes.
No? What pet should I get? By Dr. Seuss. We want a pet. We want a pet. What kind of pet?
It is now the end of the day. As you all saw, Billy came in and read to my class. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing him read. Like, I've never actually seen him or heard him read a picture book aloud. He actually was really like animated with it. It was sweet. So I really enjoyed it and I think my kids got a kick out of it too. They knew we had a guest reader coming in, but they did not know it was him. And I kind of lied to them because they guessed that it was him. And I was like, no, like he can't. He has to work. So they're definitely surprised and overall it was a really good afternoon. Best news is that I am all done with my F&P for the winter. We do have to test again in the spring, but for now I am done. I do have to enter all of my data into the computer, but hopefully I can get some of that done tomorrow because speaking of tomorrow, we have conferences. Currently I have 7 scheduled, but quite a few of them I'm gonna be able to do with my team teacher across the hall because she also teaches them, so we're just gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone and meet with the parents together. We don't have as many conferences right now because typically in the fall we have a lot. Like in the fall I had over 20 and then it kind of dwindles out in the winter and like these are technically our spring conferences, I guess. These are our last ones for the year. So I don't think 7 is too bad. I'm not gonna do a ton to prep. I'm not gonna prep for it like a normal conference because my team teacher and I just agreed that we didn't really need to, but I am going to just make sure I have their grades like available so that I know where they are at in like all of my classes and all that good stuff. But I will get that done at home. I need to get out of here because I need to go for my run and then I've got a bunch of stuff to do at home. So I will catch up with you all tomorrow morning. So Billy and I specifically did not put out our trash last night because it is so windy today. Do you see all of like this trash and everything? Oh my goodness. Good morning, YouTube. This is what your hair looks like when there are 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So interesting story. We just have parent-teacher conferences today. We have no kids, but all the counties around us canceled. Even the federal government is closed because of all of this wind. Like I said, there are 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We have trees down like all over the state. We have power lines down everywhere. But apparently teachers going to parent-teacher conferences is a little more important. So we're just gonna suck it up this morning. It's all good. I'm currently watching like 4 trash cans just roll across the road. That's nice. This should be very interesting. Driving to work. It's also snowing. I didn't know it was supposed to snow with this. So this is fun. This is making things exciting. I'm gonna be very upset though if power goes out of school and I can't get anything done. I am gonna go get some coffee because I think you deserve to treat yourself on parent-teacher conferences days, and that for me involves getting a large latte in the morning, and I will catch up with you all there.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning. Can I get a large hot latte with the peanut butter cookie flavor, please?
Okay. That be all?
That'll be it.
$3.70.
Thank you. Life update. It is 11:30. I have done 5 out of 7 of my conferences, but I may now have another one because a parent emailed me, so I have to figure that out. But my next one is not until 2 o'clock. So right now I'm just kind of killing time until my team teachers and I go out to lunch. We don't know where we're going yet, but I need it because my morning has just been so hectic. You know, I had gaps in between my conferences, so I was like, oh great, I'll be able to get stuff done. No, it did not happen whatsoever because some of my conference ran over and just trying to like go and talk to different people and answer questions, like I don't know, it's just been a bunch of like running around. So honestly, since I've gotten here, I have not really had like much of a break to be able to do anything, but hopefully this afternoon when I get back from lunch, I'll have a chunk of time that I can work on some stuff. I need to enter all of the F&P data. Now that I am done testing, I have to put the data into the computer. I need to get grading done. I need to get plans done for next week. So like I have a lot to do and I would like to get it done, but I need time in order to do that. So we shall see. For right now until lunch, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start entering some of that data. So I have my window open because my room is super, super hot, but the window keeps like opening wider and then shutting because of the wind. Is like ridiculous. And this is a leaf on my desk that blew inside because it is so windy. I guess that's my consolation prize. One like mini tip for you, excuse my window, oh my goodness. During conferences, play some kind of like cafe jazz type music in the background. It just makes everyone a little bit calmer and a little bit more relaxed while you meet. Conferences are all done. It is now about 3:30. I'm actually about to go to basketball practice. We were having it earlier today because they actually said like we have to be done everything by 4:30 because of the winds, like they're closing everything. So I'm gonna go get my b-ball on. I will catch up with you all after. It's been a little bit of a hectic day. Like I was thinking I was gonna get a lot more done than I actually did, like just other things around my classroom because I only had 7 conferences, but a lot of them ran really long and I honestly just did not have a lot of like free time like I thought that I would. But it's okay, it's done. Those are the last conferences of the year. Now I need to focus on getting grading done this weekend because interims are due next week. But I'm gonna go to basketball and then I'll catch up with you at the end of the day. It is now after 5 o'clock. Basketball practice ended around 4:30 and I've just been answering some emails and all that good stuff. But I am now ready to go home since I was not as productive as I was hoping today. Not that I wasn't productive, I just literally didn't have time. I do have a lot to get to over the weekend. I've got a lot of grading to get done. I need to put stuff in the grade book. I need to plan next week. I need to plan science and make copies and all that good stuff. Not like make copies, but print out copies to have them made here. But I will have a very busy weekend. You know, this week was nice because I didn't have to do as much because it was such a crazy week and like it wasn't a lot of instruction, but at the same time, now I got to get back to it because I kind of took some time off. It wasn't really grading and now I need to get my life in order and get all of that stuff done. So next week is going to be a productive week. I can feel it already. Hopefully you did enjoy the vlog this week, even though it was kind of all over the place and I didn't even get a lot of like footage because, you know, when your schedule's crazy, like vlogging is the last thing on my mind, unfortunately, because I'm a teacher first and this is just something that I do for fun and to be able to like share my life with you all. And sometimes sharing my life is like after the fact, like, hey, I didn't film anything because I was so busy. But if you did enjoy this vlog, please, please, please give the video a thumbs up. Also, make sure you have subscribed to me and hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time I post a new video. As always, thank you for watching. I love you all so much. Don't forget to stay positive and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video and for supporting my YouTube channel. If you want to check out any of my older videos, you can use the 2 links right down here. If you want to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos, you can use the link right up here. In the description box, you'll find links for my Teachers Pay Teachers store along with my PO address if you're interested. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one.